Hello and welcome back. I'm Lost and this is Hearts of Iron 4. We are playing as Japan. China has recently declared that it wants nothing to do with us, so we continue onward. Working on an extra research slot, and then after that I think we will do this, and then maybe go down here. We definitely need more factories in place. It's April of 37. Let's get our tanks upgraded. Yes, we'll join the anti-commentary pact. Excuse me. We will continue them training. Let's edit our Marines. Make sure that they have the companies that they need and the manpower that they need. And then we will edit this. We will come back for that.
Hit it! Hit it!
The biggest challenge I face is finding enough divisions. And enough equipment for those divisions. Alright, so let's review. China isn't an option right now. I could go to war with the Soviet Union, but they are definitely in a good position, and I am not, since I only have 39 divisions, effectively 39 divisions ready to go. I could, through the use of my garrison divisions, produce 40 more lightweight divisions. But 40 lightweight divisions, especially since the garrison divisions are 6 infantry and not a damn thing more, don't seem to me to be the best option. That way they can entrench better. I would eventually like to add artillery support to my garrison divisions so that they can effectively hold those islands, especially if I'm forced to war with the US. So what my intention is to produce more Marines and use my Marines as standard infantry. And what I will do is I will launch a naval invasion of Russia in my immediate vicinity. Having launched that invasion, I will try, desperate though it may be, to use those Marines to take Russia up to this line. Because Xiangqing, I believe, yes, goes to China. Mongolia will go to Russia, and Tanu Tuva will go to Russia. I could land divisions here, in what is, I think, Chutka, but there are no ports. So this is a waste of effort, because my guys will be cut off and killed. I can land troops here, and I can also ferry troops up across here. What I need to do is create multiple fronts for the Russian troops here to defend against and spread them out. So I hit here, and if they aren't defending it, I hit Vladivostok and cut in behind. I need more armor, more mechanized divisions to carry the weight here, but that is my next production queue after I get 24 more infantry. I'm not planning on starting this war early. I want it to be a delayed action so that I can build up. If I can take this, the resources will allow me to get most of my factories back, and I can strengthen my hold here and use that as a opening to strike into China. But I'm also trying to play this as a political game and use Europe to my advantage. My hope is to keep a separate war and not become part of the Axis. Well, I can't become part of the Axis. I founded my own faction. And if I remember right, I'm applying influence to the US. Yes, I am turning them fascist. And I believe I am doing the same thing in Australia. No. India. Yes. I really should have read that better.
Shit!
I am rushing through this, and I think I'm making major mistakes. So now I am preparing a ton of extra troops. I will need that eventually because I want to switch from light tanks to medium tanks. I can declare war until September of 1940. Alright. Which is fine. I know I don't need the motorized right now, but I'm going to continue producing it because what I'm going to end up doing is adding field hospitals, and the field hospitals require motorized. We will start, in fact, by adding field hospitals here. Now, if we go back, you'll see that the number available has dropped, and I definitely need them. And as I get more army experience, I will continue to add those to other locations. You are going to send 10 divisions on a naval invasion from here to here. Another 10 divisions will occupy a line here with the direction moving there. Meanwhile, your goal is not going to be that. Your goal, because I want to cut off the Russian armies, is going to be here. The idea is cut off the armies here around Vladivostok and choke them out. Because if I can destroy the armies, I'll be in better shape. But for that to be effective, I need these divisions. And I'm not going to rush them because I need a ton of tanks. I have 4 factories. So we'll put 2 there. One there. One there. We'll queue up the next 2 for rifles. Then I'm going to need more steel. Alright. I have till September of 40. Yes, September 26th, 1940. Now we're waiting for Germany to pull more BS in Europe. Poland is its own, has no faction yet. All weather on the air will apply to both ground and navy-based planes, and that will serve a broader purpose than just one of the others. Because the one was ground support. Alright. You get added to an army. Oh, you know what? Silly Patrick. You have everything you need in order to make this work right. You are not doing that. You guys go back to here. You go here with the objective here. We need 6 more. We'll set the location. Ah, no we don't. Okay. There we are. So now if I go to army motorization, it leads me into these. So let's do it. And we will have 10 extra we'll have 14 extra divisions to follow up that naval landing. Which means we'll end up with 24 divisions here pushing in, 24 divisions pushing here, and the majority of our army hopefully sweeping this flank. We will eventually need to start producing those. Alright, now we can go here. And no, we'll leave them training for now. Oh, well that is bad. Why do you have the dotted line? One of the following. I did found my faction. Okay. So I can't do anything there yet. I'm not at war, which is fine. Okay. Okay, everything is as it should be. Doing fine. Let's see how we're doing equipment-wise. We need 3,500 tanks. I need a lot more tanks. Okay. Once we finish this Army Air Innovation, we're going to switch this over to something that will help us produce more war materials. Because I do not need... I don't need a huge fleet at this point. I already outstripped most of my neighbors. And this new fleet has 2 carriers in it already. The Russians have us decidedly outnumbered there. The Russians have a decided advantage here. Because I have really crappy throughput. I don't have enough supplies. Okay. Construction engineering, which will help me build everything here faster. Which will in turn let me build more units faster. I may not end up going to war with Russia in time. For that September of 1940. Granted, I've got a year left, roughly. And by then the Russians should hopefully have declared war on Poland. Out of small-mindedness, if you will. If the Germans haven't declared war, the Russians probably will. It's an interesting dynamic, that. which should hopefully pull some of the Russian divisions off. I really am just waiting for Europe to go into flames. That hasn't happened, surprisingly. And Poland ceded Danzig, which means no war there, but the Germans are at war with France, as are the Italians, and the French made early gains. They have since been pushed back. We'll see what happens. I am still cautiously optimistic that the Russians will declare war on Poland, thus freeing me of some of the concerns I have. Well, Germany just declared war on Luxembourg. Let's see how long they hold. And Germany declared war on Belgium. Smart. Great job, Germany. Just add more and more enemies to your list. Lily seems to be doing okay. They pushed the border back some. The Germans reestablished their line. The Italians are pushing through there. The Netherlands has joined. I mean, seriously, how does that happen? Oh! I know how that happens. That happens all the time. The question is, can the Germans and the Italians beat the French fast enough? Because if they can, this gets nipped in the bud. Yugoslavia has joined the Allies. Well, that actually went okay for the Italians in the north. Or the Germans. Russia still is not doing what I want them to do, and I'm still not participating in this war. Have to deal with it. Soviets may not charge. I may have to make an alternate decision. Alright, well, we're going to call it here for the moment. I do not know what I'm going to do. So we will have to find out together next time what I decide to do. Until then, good luck in your own wars, and happy gaming.